Okay, well, we're here at the Peaceful BORDEN Golf Club. Green fees $5, membership $45. You can play all day. So there's nothing real fancy about this golf course. Some holes are easy, some holes are absolutely tough. This is the first tee box, looking down at the first green, which is 240 yards away. No reason not to par this one, but there's never any guarantees. So we'll get started on this first tee box, and we'll show you the whole 9 holes of the BORDEN Golf Club golf course. Okay, so successfully off the tee. Little promo placement, and we'll go through the shady lane out to the fairway and get this round started. It's a great little golf course to come to. I come here in the early morning. There's nobody here. I usually leave around 10:30, and quite often there's still nobody here. Weekends are always a little busier, but they are at any golf course. But so there's sand greens here, and they're not a bad size. They, like I said, they're well maintained, and typically what I do is 2-putt maximum, because there are sometimes little pebbles. They're not going to putt as true as a grass green, obviously, but hey, for $5 a day, we'll move on to hole number 2, par 4, 310 yards. Shooting down a tunnel at the start, dogleg right. Now, back when I was a young guy, I could hit natural draw. I'd put it between those 2 trees and draw it into the fairway on the downslope of the hill and get good distance. But I don't hit a draw anymore, so we'll just punch her straight down the middle with a bit of a fade on it, and hopefully we'll be in the fairway. So once we're through the dogleg, we're into the fairway. There's the green nestled down in there. Not a real tough hole, but as long as you stay out of the trees, you're fine. Okay, so got a bogey on this hole, 2 holes in, 1 over par. Can live with that. And we'll do a little climb up trail to hole number 3. Now I'll give you a little history on hole number 3. It's kicked my ass more than any other hole on this golf course. Now it's only a par 3. $195-yard par 3. But it's tough. There's the green right over there. Up on a hill. If you're along or to the sides, it rolls off into the bush. And if you're short, you can chip on, but you don't want to chip too far, because then you roll off into the bush. It's a tough hole, toughest on this golf course. Okay, so there's looking back at the tee box. There's where I ended up. There's where I gotta go. Okay, that is the toughest hole on this golf course in my opinion. Got a bogey. I'm content with a bogey on this hole. Moving on to number 4. So hole number 4 is a 390-yard par 5. Now that doesn't sound very long, and it's not. But standalone fairway, dogleg left. Easy to put the ball left or right into the bush. If you put it there, might as well just take another shot off the tee because you won't find it. Nice scenic hole. Not that tough if you hit it straight. Should be able to get par quite easily, but as soon as you spray it, then you're not going to make any kind of par. So we'll have at her. So I usually play 2 balls here because I'm by myself. There's nobody else on the golf course. So there's number 1 drive, and on the left side of the fairway, I have to hit a draw into that green because I'm too close to that corner. There's looking at the green. And my second ball just managed to keep it in. And close better look at the green, but I got some trees to contend with. But been here before. It'll work out just fine. Beautiful morning at BORDEN Golf Club golf course. Oh, another product placement. And there's the green. Hopefully I can chip it on for 3. Get my 2 putt for par. Okay, hole number 5, par 4, 240 yards. Not that long. Easily drivable for most. And if you're not getting it on the green, get her close. But the best thing to do is, of course, as always, keep it out of the trees, which line the right side and behind the green. And smattering the bushes off to the left, but you're better off over to the left than you are to the right. Hill in the way. Put it right over that tree, and you should be fine. Okay, didn't drive the green, but had a bit of a cut on it, so I'm up there along the edge of the tree line, but I'm fine. So just finished up hole number 5. Fortunate enough to get a birdie. And moving on to hole number 6. Hole number 6. I believe I would rate it the second toughest hole in this golf course. If I can get off of here with a bogey, I feel pretty blessed, but it's a par 4, 365 yards. Can't see much from down here, but it's kind of uphill all the way. Pinch down point in your landing spot. Then all the way the green, it slopes to the right. you pretty much, unless you can drive it a long ways, have got a blind shot to the green. So it's a tough hole. Lots of balls get lost here, by me anyways. So there's a 150-yard marker. There's the green. All the fairway slopes to the right. So you kind of got to hit a draw in there if you can do it. My ball is down in the swale here. So I got a blind shot into the green. And then the other one is just over here by my cart. So both are blind shots, both are long shots. I think I'm just going to lay up. Okay, number 6 is done. Make our way to number 7. And there's a nice little, I don't know, 60-yard shady lane walk over to 7, which is nice because it allows you to cool down after getting all angry at hole number 6. So the 2 balls I played, I double bogeyed both. And yep, this little walk is good to blow off the steam, shake off the bad shots, or just the tough layout of that hole number 6. That is a real kick in the butt hole, and it didn't kill me, so I guess it'll make me stronger. Now hole number 7 is a 100-yard par 3 uphill all the way. Trees right, left, and behind. So if you're good with your wedge and you put it up high and land it on there softly, well, just like most par 3s that are not that long, you should be able to get on. These sand greens, quite often if you do land on, they kind of roll off or bounce off because they're not quite as lush and soft as a grass green. So what I try to do is land them on the front and roll them on. It's got a little bit of a different strategy than with the grass green, but it's just like picking your target and shooting towards it. So hole number 8, a little bit of a dog leg to the left. If you're to the left, everything's going to slope into those trees, so don't hit a draw. Everything's fairly safe out to the right. It's been dry this spring, so the grass isn't very high. If it's high, you can lose a ball there, but that's the safe place to play. Always play away from danger. And the green is just tucked around the corner there. Okay, hole number 9, par 5, 445 yards. Longest hole of the course. Driving hole, big wide fairway. Off to the right there's a bunch of tall swale grass, but you should do okay. Here's the flag. Okay, so that swale I was talking about ending up in, right there. Well, you know what? That's where I ended up. So had to get out. Ball's just ahead of me here. I'll have about a 60-yard pitch shot to get on in regulation. So just finished off number 9. So over 18 holes, I shot an 88. You know what? That's about what I shoot at most of the golf courses around Saskatoon, over 18 holes. So it's short, but it's definitely not easy. I recommend anybody that wants to come out and have a nice quiet round of golf, come and visit the BORDEN Golf Club, just outside of BORDEN, Saskatchewan.